So
I'm not blinding myself.
that's a blessing.
Oh my gosh, look at that light. Hello. Captain's log day 28. 28. I need to count backwards to my labs and see exactly how many days I have left. Because it's a 90-day challenge, but we're not quite 90 days to my labs. But anyway, hello. How are you?
Well,
It's Wednesday.
happy hump day.
Hopefully your sugars have been even and not a giant hump in the middle of your day. Yeah.
Way to use hump day.
Yeah. Yes. Anyways, today I want to talk about using your diabetes as a creative tool to maybe help educate others. I have found that in my diabetic journey, I have had to both educate myself and a lot of people around me, because there's not really a lot that people know about it before they have it. In fact, I think the biggest misconception out there is that diabetes is just sugar. It's just don't eat sugar and you should be fine. But it's a lot more to that. It's, carbs, it's our mental health, it's stress, all kinds of stuff. Hormones, yeah. And it affects a lot more of our body than I even knew. As you may know, foods in America, especially now, are either seasoned with sugar or salt.
That is true.
And both things hurt a diabetic body, because our hearts are also affected as well. So,
Really?
yeah. You're like more prone to like everything. In fact, I feel like my doctor is constantly asking me what immunization shots I want, because I'm more prone to get a lot of different things.
Wow.
Yeah. So it affects a lot. That's why it's so important to like take care of our bodies and everything. Something that I find interesting, and this little story time. The reason why I say captain's log is because there was a point in time I've had 2 surgeries. I was going to say 3. I've had 2 surgeries on this eye. And after the second surgery, I took a picture of myself the next morning, and I think I look like a pirate Viking. It's pretty funny. I've got like a patch over my eye, and I'll insert the picture right here. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Technology.
it's gonna be fun.
There you
Technology, I know. Anyways, so I thought I looked like a pirate Viking, and so I call myself Katie the Pirate Viking, with a couple of my friends. And then just recently, I was looking at what's available for education for like kids out there. Like, there's a lot of books about different things. And so I looked up, are there any like characters in children's books that have to do with diabetes? There are not. Maybe there's one. I don't know. Most of them are just like education for parents. And I think that's really sad. I think that's a missed opportunity. There can be, more resources out there for kids for a whole bunch of different things, different abilities, and all of that. So, anyways, therefore, I started writing a book that is now quickly turning into ideas for like book series of Katie the Pirate Viking. A child with diabetes. Obviously, it would probably be a type 1 diabetic child, as type 2 is not very common in kids. But regardless, we still have to jab ourselves with needles and
Even kids do.
yes, and use CGMs and counter carbs and do all kinds of stuff. So I started writing that, and with it I want to like put together a cookbook that's kid and family friendly, because that's been something interesting. Like, we've been putting our lives together And I tend to cook more diabetic friendly than probably what you're used to even.
I'm used to it.
What?
No.
Diabetic friendly?
No.
I mean, what are your thoughts? Like, what do you...
Think about your food.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Like, do you feel like we're missing
colorful.
anything?
No,
Or?
it's colorful, it's healthy, and it's delicious.
Well, that's good. So I want to put together eventually a cookbook that's kid and family friendly. That's a diabetic friendly cookbook.
That includes your bread.
Has to include bread.
Yummy.
Has to include bread. So yeah, that's something that I'm using my creativity for in educating other people, hopefully in the future. So what kinds of things, do you have ideas for to help educate people and to use your creativity? I think using creativity to help, I don't want to say solve a problem, but be able to channel or have an outlet for frustrations or different things, or if you want people or you think people should be more educated on something, what are you doing to educate them? I'm a problem solver type person, and so when people come to me with problems, I say, do you have suggestions for solutions, or are you going to listen to my suggestions for solutions, but we can't sit in the problem? So my outlet is through writing. It's through cooking.
Yep.
Sometimes even through painting. What kinds of outlets do you guys have? I'm curious. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Mine is through eating your food.
Good.
What a blessing.
I love it. So in the future here, I might also maybe read some of what I've written.
That'd be cute.
Yes. Working on Katie the Pirate Viking, and then also
To pancakes.
Yes, Ode to Pancakes. I've been writing some satirical diabetic poetry because I think it's really funny, and there's nothing out there with satirical diabetic poetry. It doesn't exist.
It's an untapped market.
Untapped market. So, anyways, those are things that I'm working on. I would love to hear what you guys like to do in your free time, or not your free time, to both educate people in your life and also have an outlet for creativity and letting people know what they need to know. Anyways, thank you for listening, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Bye.